Welcome to Cooking with Bee. On today's video, we're going to be making something called Cajun chicken and sausage with a yummy, delicious cream sauce that we can either put over some pasta or some rice or some vegetables. So come cook with me. So we're going to go ahead and look at today's ingredients. We've got a number of different ingredients, and by using a lot of different ingredients, we're going to be building flavor as we add each of these ingredients, so it's a flavor-packed dish. So let's go ahead and look at what they are. So first we're going to start with some chicken breasts. It's just regular boneless, skinless chicken breast, and the sausage that we're going to be using today is going to be a kielbasa. You can use whatever type of sausage you prefer. And then we're going to be putting that over pasta. So here's our pasta of choice. To build that cream sauce that we had talked about, we're going to need some cream cheese, some grated Parmesan cheese, and some heavy whipping cream. And this will build a delectable sauce. And as I mentioned, we're going to be using a lot of different ingredients to get a great flavor profile. So first, the seasonings today, it's lemon pepper, chopped parsley, Old Bay seasonings. You can use this on stuff other than seafood. Of course, we've got our garlic, we've got our Italian seasoning blend, and we've got about 1.5 chopped onions. We're going to be sauteing that in a little bit of olive oil and butter. And then at the end, what we're going to do is we're going to add in some baby spinach, and that will go ahead and wilt down and just round out the recipe. So let's start cooking. So we're going to start off with a non-stick skillet. We're going to be putting this on a medium-high heat. To that, we're just going to add about a tablespoon of olive oil. And a tablespoon of butter. And get that going. The whole reason this recipe came about was because we had gone to one of our favorite Mexican and Italian restaurants. And sadly, they're no longer with us, and my husband had tried this dish and fell in love with it. So we have been trying to recreate it ever since. I think we came pretty close. Alright, so we have our butter and olive oil nice and hot. To that we're adding our, I'd say that was a medium onion chopped up. Again, another time saver is I use the chopped onions already in the freezer section, so I don't have to worry about chopping those up. To that we're adding 4 of our garlic cloves. Again, those are the frozen ones that I highly recommend. That way you always have fresh garlic on hand and the work's already done for you. So we're going to go ahead and get this going a little bit. Let's kick up the heat one more. The fragrance so far of just the onion, olive oil, and garlic and butter is just incredible. So we've gone ahead and just cooked through our onions very lightly with that garlic. Now we're going to go ahead and add in those chicken breasts that we have diced up. Here you're going to want them bite size. Stir everything together and we'll be right back. Alright, so we've had our chicken going for about 10 minutes now. It's mostly cooked, not all the way cooked, but it's going to keep cooking. So we've got a 14-ounce kielbasa that we're adding to it that I just sliced while we were waiting for the chicken to cook. And then behind me on the stove, we have the box of pasta boiling. So as you can see, you can be cooking a few different things at once while you're getting this recipe done. So we've added in all of our sausage, or kielbasa. Now we're going to, like I mentioned, layer. So to that, we've got our blend of seasonings. So we have 2 tablespoons of Old Bay seasoning, 1 tablespoon of the lemon pepper, 2 tablespoons of the dried parsley, and 3 tablespoons of the dried Italian blend. And for this, I actually measured it out. It looks like a lot of seasonings, but it's not. It gives such an incredible flavor. So we're going to go ahead and give this a stir, and then let it hang out for another couple minutes. So we've given it another 5 or 6 minutes to let all those ingredients come together. As you can see, it is in a different pot. Normally I cook this in a different large saucepan, but not today. So forgive me for changing pots halfway through, but hey, it happens. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and add in that brick of cream cheese. That's gonna go ahead and melt down a little bit. Break it down. You could even cut it ahead of time into little cubes to help it melt. Alright, now that we've got that cream cheese mostly incorporated, we're going to go ahead and add in the 1 pint, which is also 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. Give that a good stir. Make sure you're scraping down the sides so that you're getting all those yummy ingredients. As the heat continues under this, the sauce will thicken. And then our last component to get that sauce thicker is the 1 cup of shredded cheese. Go ahead and get that in there. This is on a pretty high-ish heat, just so that we can get it boiling and get that, start to thicken up that sauce. So we're going to go ahead and give this about 4 to 5 minutes. Be right back. So we've gone ahead and lowered the heat a little bit, and then I'm also making sure that nothing is on the bottom burning. So you're going to want to make sure that you don't walk away and you give this attention. So now we're going to go ahead and add in, so the sauce is pretty thick. It should be able to coat the spoon. And again, it'll still keep thickening as the sauce sits. So let's go ahead and add in our spinach. Yummy. So that's 1 good handful, half, 2. And get that stirred. Whew, that took some stirring. But as you can see, we've got that spinach nicely wilted down. We've gone ahead and made sure that the nothing is sticking to the bottom. It's not burning. If for some reason your sauce got a little too thick, you can just come in with a little bit of chicken broth or chicken stock just to kind of thin it out. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and transfer this to our pasta that's already done. Be right back. Alright, here's our finished product. We had our bowl ready of pasta that we made ahead of time, and then we've got that chicken and that sausage and that delicious cream sauce with a little bit of kick from that Old Bay seasoning. So we're going to go ahead and just dust it with a little bit of our Parmesan cheese, and then go ahead and give this a taste test. Oh my word, it just smells so incredible. I can't wait to dive in and try this. You can go ahead and add a little bit of shrimp as well. I'm not a fan of cooked shrimp. I'm kind of funny that way. I love shrimp cocktail, but not cooked shrimp. Oh well, to each his own. So you can definitely go ahead and put that in here if you wish. Ooh. The first thing I get is a little bit of that lemon pepper, that freshness, mixed in with the Italian seasonings, and then the Old Bay kind of follows it up and rounds it out and makes it nice and warm. One more bite. Love it, love it, love it. So I encourage you to go ahead and make this for you, yourself, and your family. Mix up the ingredients, add some stuff. Again, I love hearing what people are doing different to the recipes so that making it their own. So if you're new to the channel, welcome, glad to have you here. And if you're returning, thanks again for coming to Cook with Bay.